Hey, how you doing? Good morning, good afternoon, good afternoon. Welcome to another time here. Welcome to another time at the book club. That's what I gotta do. Sunday afternoons here, 2 p.m. West African time. So it's my privilege to host this program, this session, and we've been doing this for the last this is our 2021, right? So this is our we're in the fourth year doing this, so it's been a privilege. We've done five books. We're in our sixth book and we're about ending our sixth book, The Good Life. Been doing this since the first Sunday of July last year, and we're just going to enter into the last chapter today. We'll finish it. So we're probably going to finish this book here end of July. And probably first Sunday in August or so, we'll go into a new book. Uh, but we've had a good time doing this book. I've enjoyed it more than 1 year doing it. It's changed my life. I just hope it's changed you all's life also. My sister sent me a note this morning and said she loved the session we did, one of the sessions we did on loneliness, and she's going to share with her group. So I'm getting feedbacks from this that is blessing other people, not just myself. Uh, I see the likes on Instagram. I see I trust is blessing people. That's the reason why I do it. First of all, the first person that gets blessed is myself, and I enjoy it. I'm doing this to bless my life. If there's only one reason, only one people, only one person that benefits from this, is me. It's helping me, um, better my consciousness, elevate my consciousness, right? It's taking me to new levels, new heights, and it's changing my life as I internalize the things that we're getting to learn and share here. You all don't know, but as a teacher, there are a lot of things that I share here that I didn't know before my time here to share with you. So that's one of the benefits I get by coming here. That's one of the benefits I get by teaching at all. I do a prayer session Mondays to Fridays, and I get to teach, and the benefit of it is a lot of things I hear there are things I did not know before, I did not meditate in before, but as I say them, I learn from it also. Just thinking the other day, if someone was to ask me, who do I listen most to? I kid you not, it's myself, because I get to go back and listen to these recordings, because I have to edit them anyway. So as I edit them, I get to listen to them also, and it blesses me. I hope it blesses you also, but I can't tell that. But for me, it does bless me, and that's the reason why I do it. That's the reason why I'm staying into the fourth year of doing it, you know. So I've been doing this book here for the last 1 year. We started July, so we're gonna be 1 year end of June, and we're gonna finish it probably end of July. And we're going to chapter 10 today. Chapter 10 talks about the benefits of friends. The whole book it's an 85-year study, of adult human development. Just to look for what it is that helps the adult to develop rightly, so that he can have a life, a good life in terms of the length of life. He lives long and well, long and well, long and well, long and well, right? He has both the longevity of life and he has the weight of life. His life is well seasoned. That's what the book, goes about studying. This was a study done by Harvard School, that section on human development. And they've been doing this for more than 85 years. This is a real life case study. They're studying people's life for more than 85 years. So they've done different generations of people and just looking at real life scenario. What does it take for them to develop rightly, to grow rightly, to enjoy their life? And the result of a study is that it is relationship. It is relationships that helps us, to be able to live well. That's the result of the study, and that's no surprise because it agrees with several other studies. that tells us that relationship is life's bottom line, right? You're never going to live this life well without relationship, right? The way we're created as social animals, right? We're created to relate with one another. Yes, we relate in different extents, based on where you fall on the introspection, extrospection spectrum. Where you fall there determines how much of relationship or interaction you need, you know, what might be too much for you. So you need to know yourself and respect yourself. But irrespective of where you fall on that spectrum, you need someone else. You need other people. You can't live this life on your own, right? Your essence is not found inside of you. Your essence is found outside of you. All that takes place on the inside of you is for the intent of blessing someone else. And as you bless other people, you get blessed. The fullness of your blessing is not found on the inside of you. What is found on the inside is to prepare you for your blessing. That as you now engage other people, bless other people, that is where you get the fullness, the fulfillment of your being. You cannot be fulfilled on your own, because the harvest of your fulfillment is found in engaging with other people. As you go and do that which you were called to do, go and do that which you have the energy, that which you have the strength, that which you have the endowment for, then you get that which you need in your own life. That which you give out gives you back what you need to feel you, right? And that does not come of yourself, it comes from other people, right? But we'll get it by sowing first, sowing of that which we have been blessed with, sowing of that which we have been endowed with. And as we do that, we get the blessing that we need from other people, right? So let me go ahead here. I'm going to bring up my slide like I always do, and we're going to take today's session. So it's our first session on this title. The title of chapter 10 is All Friends Have Benefits. And the word is all, ALL, all friends have benefit. If someone you're associating to does not bless you or increase your life, is not a friend. If someone you are associating with does not increase your life, that person is not a friend. If someone you are associating with does not increase your life, does not make your life better, you are not with a friend. Go find a friend. All friends are benefits, and they are for the intent of increasing you, of filling your tank. That must not be the intent for which you're interacting with them, no doubt. Because don't forget, a healthy relationship is one in which you go into, not for the sake of what you want to get, but for the sake of what you want to give. If you go into any relationship at all for the intent of what you want to get, you already missed it, you already failed. But if you go into a relationship for the sake of what you want to give, then you will get. We're just sharing on my chat here, my secondary school alumni here, and we're talking about what comes first, giving or taking. Giving always comes first. The seed always comes first. The seed always comes first. Without a seed, there will never be a harvest. The seed always comes first. Without a seed, there will never be a harvest. You're not fully in control of the harvest. You are fully in control of the seed. The seed is what you do. The harvest is in God's hands. God is the God of the harvest, not the God of the seed. God is the God of the harvest. He gives us the onus to own the seed. Ours is to sow the seed. Ours is to water the seed. God is the harvest. We don't know all that takes place when you put a seed in the soil, how it's going to deteriorate, when the stem will come out, what is going in. Sometimes we're inquisitive. Oh, that the stalk has not come out yet. You go and dig, and you end up disturbing that process and you don't get any return. That's what some people do, when they're tempted by their ignorant preachers and pastors who tell them that the only reason they give money is to receive. So they are digging, oh, I've not received yet. Oh, I've not received yet. You are in charge of the seed. You are in charge of the seed. So when you go into a relationship, you go because of what you want to give. You want to be a blessing. But as you give into that relationship, there are things that you get back. And if you don't get those things back, there's a problem. You're probably not in your tribe. You're probably in a strange place. You need to change location. Because as sure is, harvest is a giving. If I'm sowing and I'm not getting the harvest, there's a problem. I'm probably sowing on the wrong soil. I might need to change my soil. I might need to change my environment. If I've done all that I can and still I'm not getting any feed, any returns. The Bible talks about the soil. It goes out to sow, and some seed fell on the wayside. The problem wasn't the seed. The problem was the wayside. The wayside has no soil. No matter what I do to the seed on the wayside, it's not going to germinate because it's on the wrong soil. It's on the wrong ground. I am in charge of the seed. If that seed is in the wrong ground, I move the seed to the right ground. If I'm in a place that I'm not getting any result, I'm not getting any harvest, it's time to stop hitting my head on the wall, expecting it to become a dog. It's time to change. It's time to change. Might be change location. Might be to change the way you sow. It might be the way to change the reason for your sowing. Because if you sow for the sole reason that you want to get, you will miss it. Gotta sow to be a blessing. Leave the harvest to God. Trust God with the harvest. He's the God of the harvest. He's a constant. You are the variable. Work on the variable. Leave the constant. Right? So a healthy relationship is one I come into because of what I can give, what I want to give. Right? However, what keeps it together is what I get. My responsibility is to do my giving rightly and trust the others to God. However, if I'm not getting the others, I might be in the wrong place. So I might need to reconsider the soil that I'm in. It might be the wayside, right? It might not be a good ground, right? Let's go into the book. The quote that runs the book here is it's by Emily Dickinson, and it says, I know. Let me be sure I didn't miss that. I'm going to look into the book here because that is sounding familiar. Just want to be sure I did not make. Yeah, I'm correct. It's Emily Dickinson, and that's a quote that runs through the chapter. It says, "My friends are my estate. My friends are my estate." The word estate, there's the word treasure. Is the word my network, my net worth. Is the word my wealth, my house, that which I own. My friends are my riches, are my treasure. Forgive me then if I hold on tightly to them, right? I hold on tightly to them because they form an important part of my life. So says Emily Dickinson, and it's true. It's true. Again, none of us was built to live this life on our own. We need other people in our life to be complete. When I use the word other people, I don't mean everybody, right? It's not everybody, but you need other people. Not everybody, other people. Not everybody, other people. Because not everybody can rhyme with your life. Not everybody is called along with you. Not everybody is on the same road as you. So we're not talking about here just going to open yourself to everybody, but you need other people, right? And we're going to try to define who those other people are as we go along. But when you talk about other people, there are people that you might call people that belong to your tribe, people that are like-minded like you, people that are on a similar pilgrimage like you, people that have the same values, same principles, same vision, or similar vision, same mission statement, people that are hard to you, not take away from you. Because some people take away from you, not hard to you. You don't want to waste your time with people that are just there to drain you, right? You want people that will feel you, will feel you, will feel you. You don't go to a place where you are being drained. That's not where you might spend some time there, but you don't spend the whole of your time there. Otherwise, you always you burn out. You're human, you're not God. You are only sent to a certain set of people. You are sent to a certain set of places. As much as I do this online, it's not everybody that I'm sent to. This is not meant for everybody. Not everybody can enjoy my way of talking. Not everybody is open to my way of talking. Not everybody has the same consciousness or desires the same consciousness like me, right? So I am called to a certain set of people, and those certain set of people will know themselves when they hear it. That's what Jesus said. He said, "My sheep know my voice," right? So the people that are called to in line with what I am doing, what my gifting is, what my blessing is, will know when they hear the voice. They will know because something inside of them will say, "This is it. This is what you have been looking for. You got it now. This is what you have been looking for. You got it now. Tie yourself to it. Chain yourself to it. This is what you have been looking for." So you see, I'm not called to everybody. So you are not called to everybody. There are people that belong to your tribe. There are people that don't belong to your tribe. So you have to be conscious, of that. And it starts by knowing yourself. You see, if you don't know yourself, you're going to live your life, being burnt out all the time because you are tearing yourself apart for people that have no connection with you, people that have not been called along your way, especially if you're trying to please everybody. I mean, that's craziness. That's mental sickness to try to please everybody because you can't. You don't have enough to please everybody. You don't have enough resource to share with everybody. When you start doing that, you're competing with God and you're not God. You are right. You only have limited amount of supply. And that is meant for certain set of people, not everybody. You are not God, right? So you need to then, but the starting point is knowing yourself. See, a lot of people run out, burn out, die before their time because they don't know themselves. So they are trying to be everybody. They are trying to be everything to everybody. Only God can do that. So God says, "I am that I am. I am that I am." You are not I am that I am. God is I am that I am. You are not I am that I am. God can be everything to everybody. He's limitless. He's a double-breasted God, many-breasted God. He has enough breasts to feed everybody that comes to him. But you are not. I am not. I have a limited amount of resource. I have a limited amount of blessing. I have a limited amount of days that God has allotted to me in this life. And he has what he wants me to do with them. I cannot waste them running after another man's, right? So, but let's go back to what we're talking about. We're talking about friends, right? We're not called to everybody. So you need to first of all know yourself. Then the people that you're called to are people of like mind, like heart, like vision, like mission, people that think alike, people that either at your same level of consciousness or are ascribing to be at that same level of consciousness, people that are also seeking for and the level of consciousness that you are seeking for, right? Those are the people that you're probably going to agree with. If you go to other people, they're just going to be draining you. You're going to be offending yourselves left, right, and center. Something inside you will tell you when you are with people that belong to your tribe. Listen to your heart, right? So my friends are my estate. They are my wealth. They are my resource, right? Because that's what God has given to me to bless me. The Bible talks about that the body grows by that which each joint supplies. each joint supplies. So when I meet with my friends who are my estate, who are my riches, they bless me. They take care of my weaknesses. As much as I am blessing them with my strength, which most probably are their weakness, I also need them to bless me in the place of my weakness, in the places where they have strength, even though I might be able to do it, but they can do it faster than me. So there's no use me wasting time doing it because they can do it faster than me. I can focus on the things that I can do faster than any other person, right? That's what friendship is. That's what friends are. Friends, God has given us friends to be a blessing, right? And that's why the Bible will say that God puts the solitary in families. And that way of putting that is God puts the solitary in friendship. God puts him that has no friends amongst friends because God knows that you cannot do it alone. You need other people in your life. That's what God was saying to Adam after he created Adam. He wasn't talking about, oh, it is not good for Adam not to be married. That's not what God was saying. He said it is not good for Adam to be alone. He didn't say it is not good for Adam to be unmarried. He said it is not good for Adam to be alone. It is not good for Adam to be alone. It is not good for man to be alone. Man needs someone else, needs companionship. Because none of us is complete on our own. None of us is God. Only God is complete on his own. God has everything. God is complete on his own. But we are human. We're limited. We need other people to complete us. We need other people to complement us. Right? It is not good for man to be alone. It is not good for you to be alone. You need other people in your life. If the Creator would say that, then you know it is true. He that created you, he that's the manual to your life. He's saying it's not good for you to be alone. You need other people in your life. You need other people to be connected with. You need other people to share the joys and sorrows of life with. He says it is not good for you to be alone. He says you are not complete on your own. You need other people in your life. So you need to make the effort to have other people in your life so that you can be complete, right? I'll just reading checking Ecclesiastes this morning, this afternoon. Ecclesiastes 4 verse 9 says, two are better than one because they have a good reward for their labor. Two are better than one. Ecclesiastes chapter 4 verse 9 says, two are better than one, for they have a better reward for their labor. Two are better than one. Two are better than one. Three are better than one. Four are better than one. Five are better than one. Six are better than one. Seven are better than one. Eight are better than one. Nine are better than one. 10 are better than one. Why? They have a better reward for their labor. They have a better reward for their labor. They have a better reward for their labor. Right? They complement one another. They help one another. They strengthen one another. Right? Verse 10 of Ecclesiastes chapter 4 says, for if they fail, the one will lift his fellow up. If one fails, the other one will lift his fellow up. Right? But woe to him that is alone when he falleth. Woe to him who is alone when he falleth. Who will console him? Who will console him? Yesterday, I was reading about a student, in one of our universities who committed suicide, right? Just because the lecturer was always failing her, right? What if she had a friend she had confided in? What if she had a friend, not just anybody, a friend who can encourage and tell her that life is more than passing an exam? What if she had a friend who could tell her there's hope at the end of a tunnel, there's light at the end of a tunnel? What she had a friend who could then confide in her to go to higher authorities to get solution to her problem, not kill herself. But you see, when you fall and you're alone, then there's nobody to encourage you. There's nobody to pick you up. Two are better than one. Two are better than one. For when he falleth, the other will lift him up. But woe to him that is alone when he falleth, for he had not another to help him up. Right? He had not another to help him up. We need friends. We need friends. We could do with friends. He that created us says we need friends. Don't deceive yourself that it's lonely at the top. It's lonely at the top. It's not lonely at the top. Oh. It's your ego that is your problem. It's your ego that is your problem. At that top, you can have friends. You can have friends from several cadre of life, those below you and those above you and those are like your peers. If you can just work on your ego, don't work on your ego. Don't let your ego control you, right? Because you have position doesn't mean that you can't talk to other people. You can't relate with other people. That position will go away one day and you will need the other people. Huh? Control your ego. Work on your ego. You are not bigger. You are still human, irrespective of the position you find yourself in, right? So Buddha puts it this way. Buddha says, friends are not half of the holy life. They are all of the holy life. He's saying our life, friends, you need friends. The friends are a part of the whole of our life. They're not just a part of it. They are a part of everything, the whole life. You need friends. He that created us says it is not good to be alone. Buddha says it is part of the whole life, right? Aristotle puts it this way. He says, without friends, no one would choose to live. Like the lady that committed suicide yesterday. Without friends, no one would choose to live because God has created us as social beings. It's almost like we live for other people. It's almost like part of my living is to have this time with you all, right? This is part of my life to be able to share this time with you all, right? I enjoy it. It fills me up. This helps me. This helps my growth. It helps my own consciousness. You will see, as I share with you, I learn things I didn't see that way before. But as I'm sharing, I'm learning. The first student in this process is me. I'm getting better by just having this time with you all. So you see, you all are a blessing to me by giving me this forum to share. Because as I share, I'm getting better as the first student, even before you all do. You see, so this is a part of my life. It's a part of my evolution. It's a part of my growth. It's a part of my rite of passage in this life. God has ordained that this will be part of the things I need to do to as part of my pilgrimage, right? So, and that's what Aristotle puts. It says, without friends, no one would choose to live. I choose to live because I have you all here to share this time with me. I choose, and I say that, and that's true for my life. You see, uh, 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 my whole life is lived for the people that are important in my life, right? All that I do because of my children, my wife, my parents, my siblings. They give me joy. They give me a reason for doing it, right? Left to me, I can as well go on and go to heaven. And that's what Paul would say. He says, says, I'm torn between two things, right? If I die right now, it's gain. I go be with Christ, right? But if I stay, it's for your own benefits, right? Same thing here, right? My staying is great because I'm able to take care of my responsibilities, my wife, my children, my parents, my siblings. I spend this time with you all. Just take my place. Take my place in life. It's not as if this is just my place, just like every other person has their place, right? But this gives me life. This gives me joy. Gives me fulfillment doing this, right? So you are the reason why I'm alive. I could as well die and go to heaven. Go to heaven. I've settled my account with God. I can go to heaven. If I die right now, I go to heaven. It's going to be good. I ain't going to lose anything, right? But then the people I leave behind might not have someone to do what I'm supposed to do for them, right? I'm supposed to be a father to my children, a husband to my wife, a son to my parents, right? A sibling to my sibling, and so on and so forth. A teacher on this forum, right? That's the reason why I'm here. Otherwise, I go to heaven, and that'll be great gain for me, right? So that's the reason why I'm here. William Blake will put it this way. He says, the bed a nest. They see the beds enjoy nest. That's home. That's their resting place. The nest is important to the beds because that's where they put their young ones. It's their safe place. It's their safe place, right? The spider web, right? The spider web I was just going into Proverbs chapter 30, verse 28 reads, says, the spider taketh hold with her hands and it's in the king's palace, right? And we know when the spider is taking hold, it's the web, right? The power of the spider is his web, right? With a web, it's able to find its place in the king's palace. Even the king's palace has cobwebs, right? But it's because the spider takes hold, does his own part, right? And it's able to be in the king's palace. If the spider had no web, it would not be able to get to the king's palace, because the power of movement for the spider is the web that is able to spin out, right? Also for its feeding and all of that, but it's also part of the way it's able to have access to several places, right? But it's saying that just as the nest is important to the bird, just as the web is important to the spider, so is friendship to man. So is friendship to man. So friendship gives a home, a place of rest, a safe place to a person. My safe place. You've got to have friends you can call your safe place. Someone you can share your secret with, and you won't be scared that the person will tell someone else. Someone you can tell the things in your life that you need to be kept in special care. That's a place of friendship. I'm not talking about just anybody. I'm talking about friendship. You're talking about friends, not competitors, right? Not competitors, not your enemies, your friend. A friend is a safe place. It's a safe place. It's home, right? Home is where the heart is. Friendship is where the heart is, right? It's a safe place, safe place, safe place, right? And the spider's web, friends enable you. Friends enable you. They connect you. They connect you, right? Yesterday, I was I'm looking to buy some cover for my greenhouses and netting for the greenhouses, and I'm talking to someone in Cameroon, and it makes a difference that my builder I'm able to bring my builder along, to join in that discussion, because he knows all the details. I don't know the details, right? It's my greenhouse. I'm the financier, but I am not the technical person as far as that goes. But it makes a difference that I had my builder there to provide all the technical details. Same thing, we're talking to some supplier in China. And when it came to the clearing, the shipping, I have my brother also I'm able to go to. You see, my blood brother is done a lot of shipping from China, right? So you see, that's another web I can tap on. My other brother, spiritual brother here, is into clearing and forwarding. I'm able to tap into him also. You see, it makes a difference for me because I have friends, right, who have strengths in areas I don't have strength. But because of them, I'm able to find myself in the king's palace. I'm able to find myself in the king's palace because I am using the power of friendship. See, my pastor in my whole church preached the message some time ago. He says, let friends carry you. Says, let friends carry you. Let friends be the web of your spider. Let friends be the nest of the bird, right? Because that's what they're meant to do. You don't have to do everything on your own. You will die before your time. If you try to do everything on your own strength, you will die before your time, because that's not the way God ordained life to be. God ordained life to be that you be carried. God ordained that you be carried. If you carry yourself all the time, you will die before your time. Don't forget, we're talking about how to live a good life. It's to live long and well, long and well, long and well, long and well. You need other people in your life. You need other people in your life. You can't do it alone, right? And one of the ways you get that is by friendship, right? Is by friendship, right? So let's move it. So going on in the book, one of the questionnaires they sent out, to people was to define friendship in their lives, As much as we talk about friends, I would say again, not everybody can be your friend, because not everybody's like you. Not everybody has the same vision, mindset, consciousness, mission, desire, vision, like you, right? And again, you have the average of the 5 closest people to you. So then you have to pick your friends carefully, because all communication corrupts. If you choose someone that's not going where you want to go to, that person will take you away from where you want to go to, because we're spirit beings, and we influence other people, they influence us. We influence other people, they influence us. We influence other people, they influence us. You are the average of the people closest to you, because both of you are rubbing on one another. You are rubbing on one another. We are rubbing on one another. You are taking something from them, they are taking something from you. You are taking something from them, they are taking something from you. Right? It's like 2 people that go for a walk, right? If you go for a walk with somebody else, you are not going to walk at the same pace you walk when you are alone. That is if both of you are going to be having a communication or conversing together, right? If you walk at the same pace you normally walk, you will not be able to engage each other, at least not at peace, not at rest, not comfortably, right? If you want to truly have a peaceful, healthy, life-giving engagement with someone else that you're walking with, both of you cannot walk at your normal pace, irrespective of who you are. You're going to walk at a new pace, which is different from your individual pace, but it's one that is suitable for your time together, right? So both of you will effectively have influenced one another. You have moved each other from where your norm is to a new place by virtue of influence. You have influenced yourselves, right? And that's what we do with everybody. Everybody that you get with, you spend time with, you're getting influence. You're getting influence, you're influencing. You're getting influence, you're influencing. Your life is not remaining the same. That's why we have to be careful where we spend our time. We have to be careful what we hear. We have to be careful how we hear, because it's affecting us. It's affecting us in ways we don't even know. Because don't forget, all you know is what you're conscious of, but it's another part of you that you're not conscious of, right? There's a part you're conscious of. Oh, this is what I'm getting. This is what I'm getting. There's another part of you you're not conscious of. It's called your unconsciousness. Your unconsciousness. Anything that goes past your consciousness and reaches that your unconsciousness is being absorbed. It's been absorbed. What do you call that thing now? It's been absorbed just the way it is. And it's going to change your life. It's going to influence your life. And those that do advertising know this. They call it subliminal advertising. So what do? They give you something that will make you so engaged that you get distracted. They work on your conscious mind. They get your conscious mind be distracted. Then while your conscious mind is distracted, they show to your unconscious mind what they really want to get to your unconscious mind. So they're getting a message to you that you don't know they're getting to you, but it affects you. It changes your behavior. That's why you have to be careful what you watch, how you watch it, and where you find yourself, what you mix yourself with. Hey, Tom, how are you doing?
I'm good. Happy Sunday.
Happy Sunday. Good to have you.
Yes, sir.
Good. All right. We're in chapter 10, which is the last chapter of the book, The Good Life. And the title is All Friends Have Benefits. So this is our first reading into it. We'll see how many more readings we have after today to finish it up. But just talking about friendship and the way friends affect us, you know. So we have to choose our friends. Once we cannot live right life without friends. It's a given. God says it is not good for man to be alone. The word man there is unisex. It's also saying it is not good for woman to be alone. Right? It is not good for the man, the human that I've made, to be alone. And it has nothing to do with marriage. Right? It's just for the human that I've made. It is not good for that human to be alone. right? God has made us for companionship, for relationship with one another. There is something you have to get from someone else, which you cannot get on your own. Are you in line with that?
Yes, of course. Yes.
All right. Thank you. So God has made us such that we cannot live on our own. We need someone else. We need other people in our life for our lives to be complete. And when it comes to all the other people, you can break them down to three places, right? Which you can use the temple to typify, right? In the temple, you have the outer court, right? Which is anybody can come to the outer court. There's no restrictions for sinners. Anybody can come. Oh, outer court, anybody can come. Hey, I'm the biggest sinner, I'm fornicator. I come. Anybody can come to the outer court. So those are associates. Those are people you meet casually, everything. Anybody can be your outer court. But when it starts talking about your inner place, you can't have everybody that you're spending time with. It's only a few people that you can spend time with. They have to be people that you like, right? Because if you don't spend time with people that you like, they are going to be draining you. They are not going to be feeling you. If you're talking to someone that doesn't see your point of view and you're always arguing, right? You're not discussing, you're arguing all the time. You will get drained. So it's not everybody that can come to your inner place. There are people that are hopefully in this at the same level of consciousness with you, or they are trying to be at the same level of consciousness with you. They can see things the way you see it, or they want to see things the way you see it. There are people that you are either want to be like you or you want to be like them, right? And so you might call that your inner circle, right? But there's another circle which is which is the inner circle, which is the holiest of all. And you probably don't have you don't have you most people have probably only one person, two people, three people. You can't have too many people there because you're talking about is the very safe place. People you can tell things that you can bet your life they will not tell someone else. People you can be most vulnerable to, people you can be like a child before. People you can truly bear your heart to, you know. So those are different levels of relationship, and you need people in all three places. You need to be able to relate with everybody in generality, right? If you have what they call social anxiety, it's a negative. It keeps you a prisoner. If you can't talk in public, you need to overcome that, right? It's a negative. It's not healthy that you can't talk in public. You don't have to be people's friends, but you can at least hear your mind, say something, you know. Uh, then you have people you can spend time with. You must have people you can be a friend to, right? Because you need them, they need you. There are things in your life that they need. There are things in their life that you need. Just the mere fact of talking to them alone, you need it because that fills you up. That makes you human. The human was created to relate. The social part of human was created to relate. If you are not having social engagement and you become lonely, right? And loneliness is a health hazard. It will affect your physical body, right? Loneliness is not having the right level, right amount of social engagement, right? So we all have to, irrespective of where you fall on this introvert or extrovert spectrum. Obviously, extroverts need more social engagement than introverts, right? Introverts probably don't need as much, but they must have some. But extroverts need much more. So what an introvert will say, I'm full. An extrovert will still be hungry, right? So we're different. It has nothing to do with the gender. It has to do with our extroversion or introversion, right? But we all have what we need, where depending on where we fall on the introversion spectrum, right? And there are also people that are now have won your trust. There are people that can die for you, or people you can die for. and that's your safe place, right? So in the book, it calls it intimate. Intimates are people that you allow into your holiest of all, right? Intimate. Say, I'm intimate. The word intimate is the word intimacy. You are saying intimacy. I am naked before you. So you're intimate. The people that you allow into your holiest of all are people that you can be naked before. You don't have to pose anything. Oh, there's no faking, there's no masking, right? It's intimacy, right? Those are the people you allow into your holiest of all, right? These are my weaknesses, so I'm not as strong as people think I am. Yeah. This is me. You can be bare, you can be bare before, right? Companions, you don't have to be all that naked with companions, because depending on who they are, where you meet them, why you need each other, right? Just people you relate with. Those are people you allow into your inner place, and every other person casual. I meet you on the road. How are you? Oh, I'm looking for Ajegunle. Where's the way to Ajegunle? But all three are important in our life, and they make us complete. You cannot just only relate with people that are intimate with you, you will not be complete. You cannot only relate with people that are intimate and companion with you, you are not going to be complete. You need all three. There's a place for the casual. There's power in the casual people. Being able to relate with someone casually. People I just see once in a while. That people I see once in a while, and the few minutes that we see is like they're intimate. There are people that I cannot do without, and there's power in that. There's power in that. I go into the clinic, and there are people I just see there. The only time I see them is when I go to the clinic. But when you see the two of us talk, you think we see her all the time, right? But you need that. You need, right? Any question for me, or anything you want to add to what I said?
No, 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 well, I'm flowing.
Oh, but great, great. But we need that in our lives, and if there's any way in which we have anything lacking, we need to work on it. Most often than not, the things that prevent any of this is a lack of understanding of who we are and accepting who we are. A lot of people either don't know who they are, or they are struggling with who they think they know who they are. Right? So, and therefore they're always hiding. There are people also that have some fears in their life, and they're overprotective against those fears, that they are attracting those things, the very thing they are fearing, they are attracting into their life. Right? Just meditating yesterday, and a lot of people are not married because they are scared that if I get married, I'll marry the wrong person. And because they are so conscious of looking for the right person, they have not been able to say yes to anybody, because they're looking for a perfect partner. And there's no perfect partner. They're looking for a perfect partner. There is no perfect partner. So they are looking. I'm looking for perfect partner. I'm looking for perfect partner. Oh, this one is too good. Oh, this one is this one. This one is that one. And they're almost going to their grave, and they are yet to marry. Because that which they fear has consumed them so much. It's eating them up. Right? The way to life is to understand who you are. I mean, I've grown a lot by doing this personality studies. I am a strange person. My personality is strange, right? So can understand that I had difficulty understanding myself, right? Uh, I'm an introvert, right? But I'm an introvert that's like an extrovert. That's a bit confusing, that there's a name called that will give to that. They're called Sigma personalities, right? Uh, we're like the alpha, or we're the introvertic alphas, right? So it helps to understand who you are, to know your strengths, to know your weaknesses. It helps you to understand why you feel this way, You feel that way. You have this tendency or that tendency. It's not to use any of those as an excuse, but when you understand it, then you can work on it. Life will not take any excuse from you. Say, hey, it's because I'm an introvert. That's why it's this. Hey, it's because that. Nobody's going to take that from you. But it's understanding, why do I do this? Why do I gravitate this way? Why is it that everybody's gravitating that way, but I'm not gravitating that way? Why is it that I don't jump at this while everybody's jumping at it? When you understand that, and if your job requires that you jump at it, then you can work it out to manage yourself around it, right? You now know that this might be natural for every other person, but for me, it's not natural. But if I've chosen this path to go, I have to then work out a strategy by which I can achieve the same aim, but still as myself. So understanding yourself is not for the intent of giving excuses, but to be able to trump the limitations of your life. Use your strength and trump the limitations of your life, right? But that helps. That helps. Just remember me sitting there in front of strangers and I'm all jittery. I remember sitting in the dining hall and some lady comes to sit opposite me and I'm also conscious of what to say, what not to say, how to relate, how not to relate, you know. I still remember the lady that came to visit me after my NYC, you know, I wasn't used to it. I didn't know what to say. I didn't know how to carry myself. I was all just so much inside of myself. I didn't even I thought I had a snake spirit because I was holding myself. Oh, will I say? you know, you know. So, but that was just because I didn't know me. I didn't have experience in that wise. The only person I was chasing at that point in time never gave me a high. So we never really became a friend. So I never really practiced how to be a friend to the opposite sex at that point in time. I've learned. And today it's easy for me to do. I can relate to that about anybody. You know, I even hug a lot of people today easily. Right. But that's not where I'm coming from. This is me that has grown. This is me that has learned. Because I've got to understand myself better. I've grown to accept who I am. I've grown to then use who I am to become a better person. And everybody can do that. Everybody can do that. You just have to start where you are and begin to grow. Don't be too conscious of yourself. There's something you can give. There's something in which other people need from you. Nobody is useless. God has not created anybody that's useless. Everybody has something to give. Just go how to give that thing. People will accept you because they need it. Right? That's the way to make friends. Make friends is to know you have something to give and people need it. So give it. If you give it, people will gravitate towards you. You'll be a friend. But the problem is people go out to, instead of giving, they want to take. What can I take? What can I bless by this? Oh, what can he give to me? Oh, I need. People will run away from you. Everybody has their own problem. People are not going to gravitate towards you if all you do is I need. People will run away from you. They have enough problem. They don't want you to add to their problem. But if you go out there to give, people will love you. People will make space for you. Right? So we have friends in these three categories and they are all important. But what helps us is understanding ourselves. When we understand ourselves, then we're able to optimize this, right? So the book goes on and says, along with the natural ebb and flow of life, each of us has an habitual approach to friendship, which is all I've said. We all have a way by which we approach friendship, which is basically based on who we are. Our personality will habitually determine how we will flow towards friendship, our personality. But we don't have to be a slave of our personality. We can trump our personality. Our personality is our instinctive tendency towards friendship, but we don't have to be a slave of that because we're human beings. God created us with something that he did not give to animals. Animals live by instinct. Animals are the mercy of their personality. If it's time for birds to migrate, Once that time comes like this, they start migrating. It doesn't matter whether there's fire where they are going to or not. They must migrate because it is time to migrate. If you see those buffoons going through water, once it's time to migrate like this, they start migrating. Even it means that some of them will die. The crocodile will hit some of them as they are going, but they must migrate because they don't have what we have. We have the ability to make judgment. Animals don't have the ability to make judgment. God has given to human beings the ability to judge the situation and make a decision. We are not at the mercy of our instincts. We are not at the mercy of our personality. We can judge a situation and do differently. We can do differently from our personality. We can do differently from our instinctive tendency. We can judge the situation. That is the reason why God will not judge animals, but God will judge humans. When we stand before God, both in this life and in the life to come, we will not be able to give an excuse and say, God, it's because I'm an introvert. Oh, that's why I did it. Oh, God, it's because I'm an extrovert. That will not stand because God gave us something other than our instincts. God gave us something other than our personality. Is our ability to make decisions. Our ability to make decisions. Even though this is my tendency, I can decide to do otherwise. And that is, we call that leverage. It's a leverage God has given to us as human beings. And that we need that to be able to win in the area of companionship, in the area of friendship, in the area of relating with one another. We're not fish inside water, must do as that don't have a choice, like people say. People that run after everything in scared. Oh, it's fish in water now. Hey, fish in water must do it. Oh, I'm a man. That's the reason why I run after scared, because I'm a man. That won't stand. God will judge you both in this life and the life to come. Other than your sexual tendency, there is something he has given you called judgment. The ability to judge the situation and make a decision. The ability to envisage what the end result will be. And based on the end result, you can make a decision. And you can tell yourself to do otherwise than what your instinct is telling you. That God has given to us is a God tendency in man. And God will judge based on that.